Good day, students. Today we're going to look at a couple more solutions to some of your practice exercises. These come from page 49 in chapter 7 of book 3 of your Math 1025 booklets, and it deals with multiplying terms by each other using the distributive property. Now, as you can see in this one right here, we have a term outside, and we're going to multiply that by everything inside, and we call that the distributive property. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the second one. We're going to take that term, multiply it by 4 different terms in this particular case. Now, terms are separated by plus or minus signs. So if you have 3 different plus and minus signs like that, you have 4 terms. Over here we only have 1 sign in the middle, so we have 2 terms. Alright, let's do G first. Now, anytime you have like bases, we're going to add the exponents, right? But you can see in the first one we have x times an a, so there's nothing we can do with those except put them in alphabetical order. So we would say negative 3 a to the x, a times x to the power of 5. That's all we can do with that. Can't do anything else. Plus, now there again coefficients first, but there's no, just 1 and 1. And then a, now x times x to the 5, right? Now what is that? X times x to the 5. Okay, just look down here. X to the 5 times x. Okay, so we got x to the 5. That's understood to be what there? Understood to be 1. So it's x to the 5 plus 1, of course, which is x to the 6, right? So we got, okay, let's get rid of that. So it's a x to the 6. Now there's no y term, so we just put y. Now usually go alphabetical order in terms of the English alphabet. A, right? So a, x, y would be alphabetical order. And that's all you can do. You cannot add those or do anything else with them. They're unlike terms. So all this is practicing the distributive property. And when you have like bases, add exponents. Okay, so let's do letter H here, exercise H. So again, 2 times what's understood to be there, a negative 1, right? So we're going to do 2 times negative 1, so the first coefficient is negative 2. Then we got x squared times x squared. That's x to the 2 plus 2, or x to the 4. Z cubed times z cubed is z to the 3 plus 3, which is 6. Okay, so follow the first one. Alright, let's look at the second. Now we're doing the second multiplication here. So this term now times positive x. So 2 times 1, positive 2. X times x squared times x is x cubed. There's no z term, so just z cubed. Right? There's no z term here, so just write down the z cubed. Now, third ones. Okay, let's do the third set. What do we get here? We get now I'm doing this times the third one, so I get minus 2 because it's positive times negative. Then I get x squared. There's no x squared in this term, so it's just x squared. And z cubed times z is z to the 4. See that? And of course the last one, let's do the last one now. So this times this again will be negative 2. X times x is x to the 2 plus 1. Right? It's understood to be a 1 right here on that x. And z cubed times z is z or z to the 4. Okay, now see if you got any like terms. Any like terms here? Like terms are found how? They're the same base, right? Same exponent, and then see if we can add them. But doesn't look to be any same exponents here, so that looks like your final answer. Okay, that's your final answer. So there's a couple solutions for you on multiplying using distributive property. That's it for now.